All right, we are here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of IDAS, or of Campaign 1 of IDAS. Welcome to everyone in chat, and welcome to everyone listening in. My name is Onion, and I will be the Dungeon Master for this adventure. Now, before we go around and introduce everyone and they say hi to you guys, there's a couple things that I've got to talk about. All right, so checking if all the audio is fine. All the audio is fine. So, all right. Once again, my name's Onion. I'll be the Dungeon Master, and I have a couple announcements for all of you. First of all, welcome to anyone who is either listening in or to anyone who is watching right now. It means a lot that you have chosen us and that you are here to welcome and participate in this journey along with these fellow streamers and friends that we have here. Now, for those watching this live, all episodes of this campaign will be available on YouTube and on podcast platforms like Spotify and Google Podcasts. The link for the YouTube can be found in the chat room, and the podcast links will be provided as soon as they are available. Now, for those watching this on YouTube or listening in through any of the other platforms, every episode is live streamed at twitch.tv/unpopular_onion every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. GMT+1 or 8:30 p.m. Western European time. And also, very important thing, the character art for all of this campaign, or, well, the character art so far has been done by TreshTunes, and you can go ahead and follow him at twitch.tv/TreshTunes. That's TRESH for those watching, or you can find his link in Twitch chat with !art. Now, I am done with all the announcements here, so let's introduce the players, shall we? Let's begin with our trained professional, Fish. If you don't mind introducing yourself and introducing and talking a little bit about yourself, go ahead.
Hello, I'm Fish, also known as Your Mother is a Fish, and I'm pretty much a single-player variety streamer. I play a bunch of games, and I have a lot of fun. Yeah.
All right, and what is the name of the character you're playing?
I'm playing as Sagrin Bladium.
All right, awesome. She's playing the Halfling Rogue. Now, following up on that, our animator-in-chief, Estera, please, if you don't mind introducing yourself so that we recognize your voice.
So, hi guys, I'm Estera. I've been playing D&D in this channel before. I don't stream, I just make videos and all that because Onion likes it. And I'll be playing Azizel Noahali in this campaign.
All right, complicated name. You can call him Az or Ass. It's up to you. Or ZZ, sure. Anyway, next up, Total Chaos Madam herself, Mizzy Peasy. If you don't mind introducing yourself and name your character, please.
Hello, my name is Mizzy, or Mizzy Peasy on twitch.tv. And I play Souls and indie games, and I'll be playing Tuna Meadowfalls, also known as Tuna. I'm a fairy.
All right, Pog, thank you very much. And now, lastly, but not least for sure, Witch, if you don't mind introducing yourself and naming your character, please go ahead.
Hi, my name is Witch Shamba. You can find me on Twitch or any other social media. I'll be playing as Sindra, and that's pretty much it.
All right, there you go. Twitch.tv/witch_sama if you wish to follow her. Now that all the player introductions are done and we're done with the boring marketing ad part, I think we can move into the story. What say you, fellow adventurers?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Check your volumes on Watch Together. And let us properly begin. Just adjust something. All right. You guys ready?
I think so.
All right. Idus, an ancient world created amidst an eternal conflict between primordial forces within the universe. A place where life thrived, in which death touched, where mortals ascended to godhood, and the home to our story. Within this world there are 3 continents. Emot, a mountainous, rocky, and frigid place where colossal beings once walked, leaving their mark on the earth. Ipsa, a more tropical land with rainforests and jungles that cover the sunlight, teeming with fervorous life. And finally, and most relevant to our adventure, Kaifam. Kaifam is a continent with a rich and convoluted history, home to many different cultures. According to ancient legend, dragons were the first creatures to awaken in Idus, and many of them made Kaifam their own. Magnificent creatures that arose from the source itself, designed to hold within them great energy and the strongest form of life. They ruled over Kaifam 8,000 years ago, and under their guidance the younger races would evolve and blossom. Some would flourish under the watchful eye of their peaceful draconic leaders. Others would burst from the shackles of their winged tyrants. This was the case for the first ever rebellion against this ancient rule, led by humans 2,100 years ago, who banded together and formed the first city that then grew to become the Kingdom of Herskellen, where our story will unfold. It is a kingdom marked by a long-lasting dynasty of kings and queens that traces back to the first rebels. A kingdom that has changed and adapted over the course of time, welcoming more people, welcoming faith through the ascension of one of their own to godhood, and welcoming the arcane through alliances with Kerej Imaz, the elven kingdom to the east. Due to its longevity, Herskellen has gone through great inner turmoil, resulting in a civil war 350 years ago, where the paladins of Rauno, god of righteousness, the only allowed worship in the kingdom, fought against a dangerous group of mages called Hyla Dauda, who wanted to break faith and usher in a new age of arcane enlightenment, ridding the world of all devout. In the end, the mages were defeated, but with the help of another mage society called the Galder Valid, who only wished to teach magic and use it to help those in need. Through this, peace was achieved, but a scar was left. The more faithful foster an underlying fear of those who wield the arcane, even if the king himself holds such people close to him. But this story is not that of kings and archmages, at least not yet. And so it begins much smaller, in the humble mining town of Brenswick, on the 11th day of the month of Isel. Now, as the sun crests over the many hills of the plains of the Great Green, its light rudely bursts through the window of a small room, attempting to forcefully pull the eyes of a young halfling open. Fish, if you don't mind describing your character, please, and how she responds to this intrusion upon her sleep.
So Sagrin is a little halfling. She has her hair shaved on the sides and wears the spiky side bangs. She wears a lot of straps around the body so she can just hold a lot of useful objects, such as daggers, traps, and lockpicking tools. And she has this sleeveless cape as well. She wears very brownish, dark clothes in order to stay stealthy. And with this light that she has, she kind of wants to stay still asleep, so she rolls over to the other side where she's sleeping.
And what happens when she rolls over?
Ow! What are you doing?
You're here?
Well, oh, it was cold. You are so warm.
How am I supposed to know there's a freaking small fairy suddenly sleeping right next to me?
I'm sorry. I mean, I have fire. Didn't you feel it?
No, you're pretty tiny. Like, really, really tiny.
And as you say this, a little ferret is also completely squashed, and you see the little head and the paws like kind of underneath Sagrin, and you just hear,
Oh my god, Bob! Come here, Bob!
and he finally manages to squeeze on through and head towards his little companion here, Tuna. Now, Mizzy, if you don't mind introducing us to your character and describing a little bit of Tuna for us, please.
Okay, so Tuna is a fairy, and she's tiny since she's a fairy, and she is very awkward, but very cute. She has really long hair, blue and purple, and she has a tiny dress, also purple, which has kind of burning ends, and pretty much that. And she has a very playful face, very how do I say, friendly, a very friendly face.
All right. So, as that happens, Bob goes to you and starts wrapping himself around you. He's pretty much like, he's not your size, you're a little bit bigger than him, but he's pretty close to your size, so it looks like you just have a very large dog with you, and he kind of just wraps himself around you and just goes and looks at Sagrin very sort of scaredly.
Oh my god, come here, Bob, come here. Oh, okay, it's fine. She didn't mean it. She was asleep. It's fine. Say sorry to him.
No. I was asleep. And I
He's
still want to
rude.
sleep.
She's rude. It's fine. I'll give you a snack later.
All right. As you guys are talking, you hear the noise of movement downstairs. You are sleeping in this sort of like tiny room, Sagrin, that was pretty much given to you so that you don't have to sleep with the other people who are underneath, the other workers that sleep in this building of the mines. Now, this building is reserved for those who are prisoners and work here. So you do hear some movement underneath. So, what do you guys do?
I think since it's day, we should just go outside. I gotta work. Yeah. Tuna, do you wanna hop into my pocket? with,
Let's go.
I guess,
One more
Bob?
day.
Yeah.
All right.
And I
You gotta
open.
you gotta stay quiet as always, okay?
Okay, no worries.
All right. You see Bob just nervously moves close to Sagrin and then just wraps around her leg and climbs up into her pockets, into the pockets of her jacket. All right. So as you take a little moment to freshen up, you know, there's some water and probably a pee bucket somewhere for you to pee in it. You know, no bathroom. We're talking cheap place here. So as you sort of exit the door, you know this place since you have slept here for quite a few days now. Ahead of you lies sort of this big hallway, and right in front there's the door towards the desk of the foreman of the mines, or I should say the office of the foreman. And then to the right you have the stairs to go underneath, where all the prisoners usually sleep, in this sort of like very large common place where there's just beds. It's just like bedrolls and some stand-up wooden beds that are a little bit better, but everything's pretty trashy. What do you do?
I'm just in her pocket, so...
Yeah, you control
just joking.
both. You control both now.
I
Fish.
can control everyone. I'm so happy. So I'll go knock the foreman's door.
All right. You knock. You wait a few seconds. No answer.
Okay. So do I have a door to exit?
Yeah, you can go downstairs and exit down all the people that
prisoners.
work through. This
Yeah,
is
so I'll go down then.
You go. All right. So as you go downstairs, you die. So you go downstairs. The prisoners are already all getting up, and they are starting to head outside. And as you walk outside of the miners' housing, this building, this wooden building that you're in, you feel a slight chill down your spine as the cold morning breeze hits you. It is a pretty cold and slightly windy morning, as you see these sort of like the drier patches of grass that still cling onto the gray rocky terrain around the mine sway with the wind. You see that there are workers already heading inside of the mines, but you also see the foreman of the mines, George Maxwell, who you now know. He's sort of like a very, very thick individual, old, full-on bald, with a thick sort of gray mustache connected to like equally thick mutton chops, and he's like covered in dirt, and is pretty much just wearing these very raggedy clothes. He's already sort of directing people towards the mines, and as he spots you exiting out, he sort of looks at you and addresses you.
Good morning, Sagrin. You're late. The sun's already been up for at least like 30 seconds. Can you explain why you're late, please?
Yeah, my stomach wasn't very happy, and yeah,
Oh,
it kind of messed my
you've got the
intestines as
shits.
well. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Right. Well,
Sorry.
just doesn't matter. Go on and start getting the rations and the water ready for all of the miners, and make sure you wash your hands, or don't. Whatever.
Yes, sir.
And he kind of just goes back to talking to the other miners and sort of directing them. And just as you are heading, this is on the other building. There are sort of two buildings in the mines. The other one's slightly larger, and it is the storage building. In here, this is where usually they store the materials that they mine and prepare them to be then picked up to be taken for trade. So as you begin heading in that direction, you notice something. Sort of coming on the road or through the road into this sort of area just outside the mines, and heading straight for George, there are 3 prisoners being escorted. You see them in shackles and already beginning to talk with George, along with 2 guards that are accompanying these prisoners, and they're already talking to George and in the process of removing the shackles so that they can begin working. So, what do you do?
Can I spot any kind of food?
Where you are right now, no, but inside the building, for sure there is food. They store the rations in there as well as the water and the mining materials.
Okay, so it's my place where I work, and okay, so I'll go there.
All right. So you enter the building, and sort of there's immediately to the left, as a little bit forward and to the left, there are stairs that lead down into the area where they store the mining materials. And just to the right, there is sort of this, it's sort of a kitchen. There's like there's some shit in there that kitchens have, like an oven, you know. It's pretty shitty, and there's like a big table, and no one's there. You've been sort of handling this job for yourself for a while. There's also like another door that leads into the little storage where the remaining rations and the water and everything is kept. Usually the preparation is simple. You just grab like some hardtack, those like, you know, shitty fucking cookies, you know, and you put them in a bag, and that's one ration.
I'll just put one hand on outside the pocket and say, I want bread.
I know, Tuna. I know. We gotta eat.
Just a little bit more than yesterday, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I'll do this to the pocket.
Okay.
Sorry.
You
That
also
tickles.
you also sense a little more like movement around your pockets when at the mention of bread, as you sense Bob also turning around and going.
He wants bread too. Bob wants bread.
I'll ignore.
All right. So what do?
I'll go get food. Yeah.
All right. You walk into the room. It's again pretty shitty conditions. There's ripped off bags. There's rations on the floor. The water is not even covered in some of the barrels. There is bread. However, bread is the higher end of food at this moment. So you've gotta be careful with your consumption of bread. It is stale, and some of it does have a little bit of the greens popping out of it. So yeah, what are you doing? What are you grabbing?
So we have bread, we have water, and the cookies.
Yeah, the shitty cookies.
The shitty cookies. So I'll go get the shitty cookies.
All right.
It's not suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll break one of them in half.
Okay.
I don't know how big they are.
They're
Actually, I'm saying half, but I don't know.
they're like about this size.
So about like a hand,
Yeah,
more or less. Okay.
a little
So-
bit bigger than your hand. I'm sorry.
Okay, your hand then.
Yeah.
I'll break one into half,
Mm-hmm.
and then one of the halves into another half. So we have one half into quarters,
Okay.
and I'll give one quarter to Tuna, one quarter to Bob, and the half for me.
All right.
Because we're all tiny, we don't
yes.
need much food, so yeah.
I wanted bread, but okay.
Cheers, Tuna.
As you give it to Bob, he begins like nibbling on it. And just throws the cookie away.
Come on, Bob. It's the only thing we have. Eat it. Shut up.
You would know, Tuna, that Bob does not need to eat because he is a familiar. He's just being a dick.
Eat. I don't care.
He crawls down the leg, goes grab the little piece and crawls back up the leg and begins eating it.
And I'll just eat. Yeah.
All right. And now, Sagrin.
And now I say, Tuna, be sure not to leave any kind of crumbs on my pocket, okay? Thank you.
I can't promise, but I will try.
Okay. So now I start to do my work.
All right, you're working. Nice. All
Like,
right.
really fast.
As fast as possible. So I'm gonna have you do the first roll. Actually, you're gonna roll twice. The first roll is going to be an intelligence check. Just
Okay.
straight intelligence, please, for me.
Intelligence.
Nice.
5.
And now for your speed, please roll a dexterity check. Just a regular dexterity.
Yeah. 11.
All right, that is
Okay.
actually not bad. It's pretty bad. So as you are sort of preparing all of the rations, you're doing this like sort of in a rush, and you know you need to get at least 30 or 40 of them ready for this section of your shift, and you're doing this pretty fast, and it takes you about I would say like 10 to 15 minutes of just running back and forth and grabbing stuff, and of Bob just being annoying, and you do manage to do it. However, you can't be sure that any of the workers that do eat your rations will not have a serious case of the big pooping whenever this ends, because maybe there were some sour cookies or some like stale bread that has, it's probably in there somewhere. So at least one or two are gonna probably end up with issues. Which is pretty nice, because you are also responsible of cleaning the facility, so you'll have to deal with it yourself eventually. So you're signing off your own sentence. But you do manage to prepare everything, and if you want, you just have to drop it outside on a cart, and there's someone that will sort of lead it out for you while you do the remaining duties, which is pretty much just cleaning everything and making sure that the spaces are ready to be used. What is your choice? What are you doing?
When will someone enter the building? Do I have that information?
Usually on this building, there are people constantly going in back and forth. But in the morning, you're pretty early in the morning. Right now, it's pretty safe. It's usually just you in here. And in the first few days, since you have began working here, George was sort of keeping an eye on you, but right now he seems to have gained you seem to have gained a little bit of his trust, so you are alone in the building.
Okay, so I'll drop the things outside so that that's done with. Okay, I'll go and I come back, and then I'll go check the stairs.
You go downstairs.
Yeah.
All right. So as you go down, the stairs actually is quite impressive. They go quite a bit underneath the ground. And roll an intelligence check for me, another one.
Okay. Hope it's better. 12.
Yeah. You do know that the material that is mined here is called null ore. And null ore sort of deactivates any magic that is around it. It works pretty much as an anti-magic material that is very, very important for the Kingdom of Erskellen. And the place where you are right now, these mines in Brenswick, are very, very important to the kingdom itself, because this is one of the largest null ore mines, and it is the only one in the northeastern section of the kingdom. And you figure that it is buried very deep underneath to not affect anything outside. It's sort of like uranium, you just pump it really deep underneath the earth and just hope that nobody touches it. This is kind of what is happening with the null ore. And as you go down, you come into this sort of bigger room that has pretty much nothing in it other than like a table and a chair. And on that chair, you see a guard sort of asleep, but very deep asleep, with a spear, kind of like rocking back and forth and just snoring. Stale bread. What do you do?
So the ore is around him?
The ore would be in the door, in the doors that he is guarding, pretty much.
Okay, so the doors are closed.
The doors are closed, yes.
Okay. Tuna, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. So, yeah, I kind of want to steal some stuff. Will you help me out?
Of course. We're friends.
Okay, Tuna. Thank you.
Nice.
So I'll start going very quietly to the door and see
Oh,
if I
are
can
you?
open the door. Yes.
Roll a stealth check for me, please. Natural one, natural one, natural one, natural one, natural one, natural one.
Please, no. 18.
Nice.
Ooh.
You move very, very slowly and pray that Bob isn't gonna fuck this up, and you just manage to circle around the chair. The guy is so deep in his sleep, he doesn't even notice you as he just starts titties, and continues on his sleep. He went from stale bread to titties. This man has incredible character complexity. Do not question me. So as you walk closer to the door, you see that it has a sort of a triple lock system in it. So you would have possibly to unlock 3 of these locks if 2 of them didn't have the key in it already. Since people are lazy and they never just want to lock everything, they just keep the other 2 in it like the dumb shits they are. So there is one lock that you can pick, or you can see if there's a key anywhere. What do you do?
Tuna.
Mhm.
Go check if the guard has one of the keys.
Oof. Okay. I'll slowly come out of the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to the guard. You know,
Are you gonna fly there or are you gonna walk?
around. Oh yeah, I can fly, sorry. I completely forgot I can fly. I'm not used to it, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'll
Fine.
just fly a little bit.
Okay.
I'll just look around. What do I see?
All right. So one thing: are you flying sneakily to not make noise?
Yeah, of course.
Roll a stealth check for me.
Oof. It's gonna be fun. Where is stealth? Okay, wait.
He's pretty deep in his sleep, so you'd have to roll really bad for this not to work.
7.
A 7. All right. Compared to the previous 18 of Sagrin, this is pretty bad. So you, as you're flying out of the pocket and you're moving close towards him, I'm gonna roll for the first time on the little dice box that the fish made for me. And also, Fish did this overlay, by the way, chat. It's pretty great. All right. I gotta show it so that people don't think that I'm cheating. I gave him a roll because he was thinking about titties. Shit, it moved, but it was a 3. Whatever. You're gonna have to believe me. Anyway, you managed to sort of stumble around and hit a bunch of things, and he kind of like moves in his sleep as you hit like the keys on the wall. And as that happens, fuck, those are the keys. Keys are on the wall, like hanging, and there's a couple of them, a couple of sort of keychains there, with a total of 6 keys between all of them.
Let's go. Sagrin, do you want all of them?
Yeah.
I don't think I can carry all of them. One at a time?
I'll go very slowly to the wall and pick up the keys. If I can reach.
You probably can't. It has to be her one at a time.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I'll just give it to the...
Big titties, small titties.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Tuna. Wait. We can check. We can check one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I grab the key and I'll try.
Tuna, roll a
Open.
d6 for me.
We're really going one by one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuna will roll the d6 because she was the one that grabbed it. So go on roll
Okay.
20 on the little bar.
Yeah.
Roll d6 for me. All right, you give the key to son of a bitch. You give the key to Fish or to Sagrin. Sagrin, do you slot it in?
Yes.
As you slot it in very, very slowly and you rotate it, it's the fucking key. And the door opens before you to a bunch of crates and sort of like huge boxes that you see, and it is lit as of now. That is, they do have torches that are lit there from the night before. So it seems that the guard still hasn't made any checks inside. He's just still asleep.
Nice. So I'll go back to hop on the pocket.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, we go inside.
You go inside. All right. So there's, as I said, a bunch of boxes, and all of the boxes have a sort of like painted on them 3 letters. BTC. It seems they are mining Bitcoin. No, BTC, as you know. I'm sorry, I have to make these jokes because I literally created it like this to be able to make this joke. You know that this belongs to the Boyle Trading Company, which is the company in Brenswick that usually handles all trade that goes inside and outside of the town. So you managed to sort of identify that, but all of the boxes are like tight. They're very, very well sealed. Are you gonna pop one open?
Yeah.
Are you now? All right. So, you can choose either a dexterity check or a strength check. It's up to you. However you're doing it.
Dexterity.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm using I think I have a crowbar.
You do have a crowbar.
Yeah. Oh, and before this, I'll just close the door, you know?
Yeah,
So
I know.
the guard
Fuck you.
doesn't wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but before that, I also removed the right key so we don't get locked inside.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I removed the key, I close the door,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll open
All right.
one of the boxes.
Go ahead, dexterity check.
One of the boxes that's more to the back of the room.
Okay, so you're
that's-
gonna like hop on through and jump on top of one and
Yeah. One
Okay.
that's like more hidden, and
Go ahead.
now dexterity throw.
check.
Check.
Okay. As you
15.
slide in the crowbar, it does help reduce the DC a little bit, and you manage to just pop it open on this one, and you do see the sort of black null ore in there already. Sort of, it's not like completely treated because it still has to be smelted and all that. So it is just sort of like a very shiny black rock that it's just piled up in there in chunks.
How big is it?
It's about like this size each chunk.
Okay, so I can carry one.
Yeah, and still it would be kind of hard to hide it. It is this sort of size, which means for a halfling this is kind of bigger than your head. I mean, it's already bigger than mine, so it's pretty big. To
It's
carry
fine.
it sneakily, it would be tough.
Yeah, but I have an idea.
All right.
So
So you're gonna-
I'll pick up one of them.
All right.
And I'll close the box again.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'll
You'll
leave the room. Yeah.
All right. So, as you are leaving the room, and you manage to close the door back up, and you sort of begin carrying the object outside, I'm gonna need you to roll another stealth check. And this time, since you're carrying this heavy thing, I'm gonna need you to roll it at disadvantage for me.
Okay. Stealth. Disadvantage. Alright. Ooh. 2025.
You. All right, 20 then. I don't know why I'm playing this game with the literal child of Dungeons and Dragons. Anyway, you're pretty confident, like in your step, and you're kind of like already used to this, and you manage to move out just as the guard, once again in his sleep, just whispers, "I can choose Hassertides. I don't know." And he continues sleeping. All right, so you manage to move out with a huge chunk of rock. But while this is happening, let's put the brakes on these two girls for now. And let's go meet our other friends. Not too far from the mines. traveling on the road just outside of the wooden palisade that encircles Brenswick, 2 dark elves move towards the town with purpose. Just at the top of the morning, as the sun is cresting over the hills and plains of the the Great Green. So, Estera, if you don't mind describing your boy Zizi for us, please.
Yes. So, I'll be playing a cleric, and as such, he wears dark clothes because he's a cool cleric. His clothes are a bit rough, not on the luxury side. He also has some wrappings around his hands, with a bit of blood stains from healing some wounds. And he also carries a symbol, a necklace of his religion, which is from Ao the Nightbringer.
All right.
And also he has a cool hair and beard.
Cool hair and beard. Thank you very much. And now, behind him, another dark elf walks, which, if you don't mind describing Syndra for us, please.
What if I do mind, though?
Well, if you mind, then I believe we have a problem, and I'm going to make her lose a leg.
No. That's fine. Aggressive. Okay. My Syndra is pale, a purplish pale skin, with a silver hair. Her eyes are ice blue as well. Her wardrobe is dark purple cloth with some black leather in mixture. On the middle of the top, there's a little gem, and it's ice blue as well. She has black leather boots, and she has a staff with another ice blue gem.
A lot of gems on this lady here.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you guys walk inside through the eastern gate of Brenswick, you can see 2 guards posted up on the walls, these like wooden walls and watchtowers that line up the palisade. And they seem to sort of acknowledge your entry. I would say, as Zizi, Azizel, please roll an intelligence. No, actually, a religion check for me, please. All right, a 10. That is enough. You know that the only allowed faith in Herskellen is that of Brauno, the god of righteousness. So you would know to hide away the symbol of the Nightbringer that you bring with you, which means the guards do not say or yell out anything as you move on through. And as you walk inside, you see the old and small sort of stone buildings with patched up roofs and cracks on the walls that make up most of the housing within the town. The streets are like barely paved, with broken sections of cobblestone followed by just dirt and gravel, and the people are just now starting to leave their houses and heading either out of town to the farms that you've seen when you were coming inside, or to their respective workplaces. My friends, the floor is yours. What do you do?
Syndra, so this town, they are quite, I would say, not fans of people like us, certain religions or magic practitioners. So if I were you, I'd be careful with the displays of power that you do within this city.
Okay, but I can't really hide my staff. Would that be a problem?
I wouldn't say that's a problem. I would just say they're not big fans of arcane practitioners, so
Okay.
keep it to yourself unless it's extremely necessary,
Okay,
because
so
I will do for my religion. In the meanwhile, I would suggest finding a place to eat or stay.
yeah, I'm
First thing
starving
first.
already.
Yeah.
All right.
Then
Are you
I
gonna
just
move
walk
anywhere?
to,
Okay.
Yeah, to a citizen, to a local.
All right. As you are walking in on the streets, you see exactly a citizen, a local. You see this man, sort of, he's human. He has like greasy strands of hair that you can see coming down his head. But he is wearing like an old leather cap with little flappies. And you just see like the greasy hair coming out. He has sort of a very wrinkled face. It's almost like pulled inside to the center. And as you sort of, you see him move his mouth, you see that he has some missing teeth. And just as you are approaching this sort of frail-looking man, he immediately sort of makes himself look a little bit taller, and he moves up to you and goes, "Oh, hi, esteemed travelers. My name is Toby. Is there anything that I can do to help you feel welcome in our humble town of Brenswick?"
Greetings, Toby. In a matter of fact, you can. Me and my friend here were looking for a place to stay and eventually also have something to eat because our stomachs are empty.
Oh, my friend, you have just come to the right person. Now, let me tell you, my services do come at a fee, which means you would have to pay to access the information and my knowledge of Brenswick, as I am a local and highly requested by all of the new travelers coming in the city. So, that being said, if you wish to know all information and have a tour, I require a fee of a humble 5 silver.
You know I can simply ask a guard, right?
You could, but would the guards know the best places, the ones liked by the locals?
But
They wouldn't.
But we don't need the best. We just need a place to rest and eat.
Oh, but madam, the way you look at how beautiful your clothes are and how gentle your hands and feet look. We cannot allow you to rest in a shitty place. This town is already pretty bad. We don't even have money for proper paving.
I don't really care. I just want to rest.
Both of you have on yourselves, by the way, 10 gold each. Both of you. Just so you guys know.
Can I persuade him to do it for free for us?
How would you do that? How do you tell him?
I can buy him a drink later.
Go ahead, talk to him. He's right here.
What was his name? Toby?
Toby.
Okay. Okay, Toby, you tell us where that inn is, and maybe I will buy you some beer later.
Roll a persuasion check. Waiting in anticipation, in suspense.
22.
A 22.
Oh, wait, no.
No, wait, but you can.
No.
It's more than that. Your persuasion is higher. Yeah. It's way more than that.
I failed.
It's fine. I will add the +6 to the other roll. It's fine. All right. So that's actually a 24. He goes, all right. I can assist you for a drink, of course. However, I would ask that I know the purpose of you, esteemed travelers, upon this town, as well as your names, so that I can better direct you.
Do you require our names?
I was going to have a drink with her. I should know her name. It's only polite.
I'll just
My name is
whisper-
Sindra.
Okay. You go, girl.
Sindra, what a beautiful name. All right, so if you wish to rest,
there's a couple places, but the best one would be my home.
I wouldn't like that. I just want the hint. Thank you.
Well, I shot my shot. Anyway, the best place for you to go would be the Maven's Haven. It is actually not far from here, since the town is pretty small. You just continue down the road. But before you leave, when will we have that drink?
Maybe later today.
Do you actually intend to have a drink with him, by the way?
No.
Then roll a deception check for me, please.
Where is it?
I just scroll it until I find
I'm
it.
blind. Okay, I'm blind.
Oh, alright.
12.
A 12. Fuck. Why did I even roll, dude? It doesn't fucking matter. He's stupid. He kind of looks at you and goes,
Oh, very well. Can I at least accompany you towards the Maven's Haven just to make sure that you are not lost?
It depends with my friends, Easy. What do you think?
He can. And then I put my hand over his shoulder and kindly ask him, do you perhaps also know if there is any kind of people needing help in this town? I see a lot of, destruction around and things being rebuilt, and I was wondering if there is anything we can do for you.
Well, I would say that if you want that extra piece of information, perhaps you would also join for a drink?
I maybe join for a drink later as well, if you gave us the information.
All right.
and you sense, as you are holding him, you sense his hand starting to move towards your pocket. Or your pouches, where your money is.
Can I just...
Sure. As you slap his hand off, he's
excuse me, I didn't mean to be too forward. Well, all right, to the Maven's Haven in the morning.
And he goes up ahead and leads you to this pretty sort of quaint and simple-looking building. That it's sort of like this one is all completely wooden, and it is sort of a little bit more, taken care of than the rest of the town. It seems like whoever has this space is making it's sort of keeping it, or making an effort to keep it a little bit better. And it is pretty big. It is a pretty sort of large building. It has 2 stories, and these sort of like, black tiles on it. So it is sort of, it seems like it is a higher end for what you'd expect in here. And do you guys want to walk in instantly?
Did he give me the information I wanted?
Not yet.
Okay.
All right, so do you guys walk in?
Yeah.
He walks in with you, obviously. And as you guys walk in, you see this place is actually pretty funny. There's not many people right now here. There's a few having breakfast in the table to sort of the top right corner. It is a pretty simple sort of square room with the stairs at the opposite end of the building. The bar is to the right of you as you guys walk in. And as you look at the tables and as you look at at what people are eating, you can see that the tables, they're sort of like desperately glued chunks of tables. Like they're mismatching colors. The chairs have like mismatched legs. The plates have like that are on top of these tables have cracks in them and it appear to have been like glued together or something. It seems like it's they're doing their best. And the place is made to look a little bit more fancy than it probably is. And at the bar, you see a lady, sort of like in her older years. She has like long gray hair, but it's tied in two buns. She has like a very, very sort of a beautiful, sort of very prominent nose, and very, very thin eyebrows. She's wearing a blue dress, which is more than you've seen since you've been here. Everybody wears like these raggedy clothes. And she seems to be she has this, aura to her. Seems to be a little bit more fancy than the people around here. But as you walk in, he goes,
I was thinking that maybe to give you the information that you've requested, I would order breakfast on you, of course. I would not pay for it because you did not pay my fees. And I would tell you. What do you think?
I believe I must kindly decline that offer because you see, you tried to steal from me. So I would rather have that information from someone else. Though I must thank you, your kindness for bringing it.
Well, hold on a second. Hold up. Wait a minute. Who talked about stealing? I did not steal anything, and I do not try to do things. I either do them or I don't.
You put your damn hand on his pocket.
You
just slapped it away.
I wasn't going for the money.
Sure.
What were you doing then? Wanted to grab something else?
I wanted to grab his leg.
You cannot lie to me.
I was
No.
not stealing.
You were trying to. You didn't steal because you were stopped right in time.
There you go. I didn't steal, so that's what matters, right? I'm not
No,
a
it's not.
robber.
Get the
The
fuck
intentions
out.
matters.
Nobody ever likes Toby. So you're not gonna drink with me later?
No, I'm not. You tried to steal from my friend.
Oh, fuck. Screwed over again.
and he walks out of the place, very sad and possibly crying.
I go after him because I don't like to make people sad. And I say to him, "Don't be sad. I might have that drink with you later."
I'm not interested in you. I just wanted your money. Fuck off.
And he walks off.
And I just think to myself, that bitch.
All right, so you walk back in.
Yeah.
All right. So as you walk back in, you see that the lady at the bar is slightly giggling at your situation. What do you guys do?
Approach her
Mm-hmm.
and ask her, hello there.
Hello there.
Fuck you, Mizzy.
My name is Fleur Lavour. Welcome
miss.
to the Maven's Haven.
Thank you. Do you happen to run this place?
Oh, my dear, I am the owner of this place indeed.
Ooh, I really like what you've done with the place, considering everything. And then I took a look around.
Finally, someone that understands. It seems that my efforts have not gone unnoticed, and that has made my day, and it has only just begun. Thank you very much, esteemed traveler. I see that you are not from here. How may I be of assistance? Or I should say, assistance.
Me and my friend here, we were looking for a place to eat and even to stay, if it was possible.
You have come to the right place. It seems that scoundrel Toby has at least pointed his finger towards the right way. In the time where he's not putting his fingers elsewhere. I do not mean this sexually. I mean he steals a lot.
Yeah, he tried.
Oh, that old fool. So you can stay here. It is a fee of 2 silver per day.
Okay. I must also ask you something. Is there anything we can do for this town for the time being?
Oh, I would say that if you wish to help, it would be probably best to speak with the priest at the church. It is on the opposite side of town. You can't miss it.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll be coming later for that warm bed.
But do you not want some food, perhaps breakfast?
Yeah, that's correct.
Alright, I will prepare breakfast for you. As you are staying in, it is included upon the fee.
Oh, perfect.
Of course, we are the best establishment here. I would appreciate if you would please, do some marketing wherever you are from, when you go back. Oh, thank you very much. Alright, I will prepare breakfast for you. Alright. So she goes ahead and goes to prepare breakfast for you guys. Do you have anything you want to discuss before we move on?
I wanted to discuss with Sindra more like a warning. I wanted to say, when we go to this church, we need to be really, 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 really careful for them not to notice at least my religion and who we are in what we believe. So please behave yourself. That's all I want to.
I will do my best, but I will seriously try to not tell someone to fuck off. Like I did with Dad.
Please behave yourself.
I'll do my best, I swear. Though there's something weird with the lady from the inn. She's the only one we've seen that's healthy, I guess. Wealthy, yeah.
Well, true, but what else could she be?
I don't know, but we should keep our eyes open just in case.
Okay, that's true. All right, I hope her food is good because I'm starving.
Same.
All right. So the food is served to you. It is pretty decent. It's not like the best thing in the world, but there's some cheese, there's some bread that's not shitty. So you will not have the poops, contrary to the people in the mines that Fish just messed up. So you'll be fine. Now, do you guys wish to head over to the church after you eat your breakfast?
Yeah, I would like to go there.
All right, then for the purposes of time, let us say that you guys walk throughout or through the city and you manage to arrive at the church. It is pretty easy to spot. It's sort of a chapel. It's more of a chapel than a church, really. But you can see it in the distance as it is. The bell tower is sort of the highest point in this part, of Brenswick. And it is a sort of like very small, humble stone chapel. And in fact, the stone sort of like looks a little bit like darker than the rest around here, even with the light shining upon it. There is a central bell tower atop sort of the single old stained glass window that adorns sort of the front of the church or of the chapel. Due to your previous religion check, Zizi, you would know that for a place of worship of the righteous flame, Rauno, it seems to be very dark and ominous. It almost sort of feels haunted. The door is open. There's like some larger doors, but there's like a smaller door embedded in the big doors, like the churches have, right? That's happening there. It's there. And you guys can walk in if you want to. Is that what you were doing?
Walking in, I want to discreetly remove my necklace and put it on the side of my boot.
All right. Very, very well done. So no ass technique here, only boot. Gotcha.
Yes.
All right. So as you guys walk in, again, it has a very sort of dark and ominous tone to it. It feels haunted in a way. It's very poorly lit inside, which is not a problem for you, Dark Elves, in your 120 feet of dark vision. Fuck you. And you see that the light sort of barely comes through that old and dirty stained glass window, and it's cold. It's colder than it is outside, and it is a pretty chill morning, but it is cold in here. It almost chills your soul. And you hear the noise of rats and of bats flying above. And you see, as you walk in, there are some benches, and there is an altar with the symbol, the holy symbol of the righteous flame, which is the sword with sort of a stone symbol of a sword that is shoved into the altar with a shield in front. The shield is engraved with the righteous flame, which is, it's pretty much a regular flame. But they just say righteous flame because honestly it's fancier than just fire. So in front of that altar, you see the priest, or what you assume to be the priest at least. You see a male high elf. You see the pointy ears, and the features are enough for you to understand, and the way that he sort of is carrying himself, even when he's sweeping the ground, it seems very noble-ish. He has long black hair with sort of the V-shaped hairline, you know, the Vegeta hairline, but with very long black hair. He has very sharp features, the jaw, the nose, the chin, all very sort of pointy. And he is wearing the white and red robes of the righteous flame. However, they seem to be a little bit dirty. You assume that maybe this is because, well, this town fucking sucks and everything's shit. Or maybe there's some other reason. We don't know, right? I mean, I do. So as you walk in, he immediately raises his head towards you, and you see the eyes are incredibly. His look is incredibly piercing. It feels like this humble priest from a shitty town in Herskellen. He has sort of this understanding of life that it sort of empowers him in front of you, and even to people like you, Zizi, who are more sensitive to these things, you manage to notice that instantly. And as he turns to you, he says,
Visitors, what brings you to this humble house of Rauno, Dark Elves?
We were just on a journey ourselves through the continent, and we happened to pass by this town. And we see that it is quite devastated, and it's being in a rebuilding process, and as a man who likes to help, I was told by the lady in the Maiden's Haven that probably you would be the correct person to tell us in what we could do to help in this town.
I do not see why Fleur would burden me with such tasks, but I guess I have no choice. I am curious, however. May I know your names?
My name is Azizel, and this is my friend Sindra.
My name is Darius. Welcome once more to Brenswick and to the humble temple of Rauno. Well, if you are asking to help and you truly want it, this town has a lot of problems, starting with the disappearances. There are people leaving this place mysteriously, perhaps kidnapped, perhaps running. It is complicated to tell. Nobody really knows. But I must ask, why are two dark elves traveling here all the way? Were you born in Herskellen, or are you perhaps from outside?
I look at him and see that he's trying to get some more information on my religious background, probably. So I put a little lie and say that I'm not sure where I was born and that I was raised in Herskellen by a couple who is not my real parents.
Roll deception check for me.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I want to see this.
Shush. It's a 12.
A 12. Alright. As you formulate your little lie, he goes,
My friend, it would be wise not to lie to me, especially if you are interested in helping people. Why would I point you towards anyone if you are just going to lie in the face of a man of faith? You can be honest with me.
I'm afraid your faith condemns, or my faith is not allowed here.
Hmm.
And as such, I apologize for trying to protect myself.
Well, I too know what it is to be a stranger in a foreign land. You needed not to lie, my friend. I ask that you be forthcoming from now on. And you, Silent One, are you going to share in this lie, or speak the truth?
I don't go by any religion, if that's what you're thinking.
I am not quite interested in your religion. I am more interested in what you hold in your hand.
Oh, this? I basically stole it.
okay, roll deception check.
Oh boy.
No.
Why does everybody lie to me? What have I done? Oh my god.
Suck it.
Ah, fuck. It's a pretty good lie, but he's a pretty good lie detector.
23, by the way.
23. He rolled a 26 on his insight.
Oh shit.
It seems that you carry with you darker secrets than you would like to share. This is a safe place. It is a temple, a church, a chapel. But you may share them in your own time. Anybody with a past worth protecting surely has the power to help this place, as it has been helpless for many weeks now. Well, if you truly want to help, if you truly want to be of service to the people, I would recommend you head to the mines. The people there are overworked. Even if some are prisoners, they often have wounds. They often have maledictions that perhaps a man of faith can heal. Now, I do ask for you to be perhaps discreet with the usage of your faith. You see, honor and righteousness, they do not need restriction. They do not need bright colors, silver or gold. That's mortal hubris. And I am sure that if the god Rauno himself would look upon the kingdom where he once was and lived, he would be disappointed with what he sees. But anyway, is there any other way that I can help you?
There is quite obvious questions. Where exactly can we follow the path to the mines?
Well, it is north of Brenswick. If you come out of the eastern entrance and then you head north, you will find the path eventually. It is not hard to even follow people there. Probably at this hour, the people of the Boyle Trading Company are heading there to check on their materials. So perhaps it would be smart to follow them.
Thank you very much.
I would like to be more forward with you. We were once one people, all elves. You are safe here, if you ever need my help. I sense your intentions are good. However, you are not very, I would say, smart in the way you talk to people. But everybody these days is quite socially inept. I could perhaps teach you one of these times. Anyway, if there isn't anything else, I must go back to my praying. Yes?
I do have a question. Do you know anything about the staff I'm holding?
Let's see if he does. He approaches the staff that you hold in your hand, and he goes, "So, you don't know either, I'm going to assume."
No, I don't.
But you did not steal it, did you?
I did not. It was given to me.
Unfortunately, as I look at it, I just see it as a focus of great power. I do not spot any elements that I recognize, but I do spot that it has the potential to grow, to evolve with its wielder. Perhaps you should consider that.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. If I did not help those in need, I would not be a servant of the god that I serve. Now, if there isn't anything else, I must go back to my daily routine of sweeping this place until I dig a hole in it, because nobody in this town comes here ever. I'm very lonely.
Any reason why? They don't believe in the same as you do?
I believe that I scare them. You see, appearances are very important to humans, and especially in these small towns. There are a few that come here. There is this young man. His name is Liam. He's a good man. A man worth protecting.
Liam?
Liam.
Can we...
Oh, Liam. Okay.
Liam.
Can we find him somewhere?
Liam works at the
to him or
mines.
something?
He works at the mines. Perhaps you will find him there.
Okay, thank you.
I want to say thank you, and I bow to him in respect.
All right. As you do that, he goes, "I'm afraid I am not familiar with your customs, my friend, or with whatever it is you're doing, but we don't bow here."
We fist bump. I'm just kidding.
Please, go on your way.
Thank you. And then I retreat and move to the mines.
All right. So, you folks are heading towards the mines now, both of you, for the purposes of time, so that we are not here role-playing an entire voyage that will last about 40 to 45 minutes, depending on how quick your legs are. Let's say that you guys manage to arrive at the mines, and as you go there, you see the scene that we have talked before. Sort of the mines are dug into a hill, and this sort of like rockier looking hill, with the dried patches of grass and shit, and it is sort of like, and in the back of it there are woods and a forest, but it is quite a ways away still. And as you arrive in the space, you see the two buildings. There's one to the left, one to the right, wooden complete sort of like possible architectural failures, but it looks like it will hold up, and that it has been holding up for quite a while. And as you arrive there, you see sort of these three gentlemen that are have been unshackled. There are some shackles on the ground, and are now heading towards the mines themselves, directed by that older gent, bald head with the thick gray mustache and mutton chops that you assume is probably the foreman, the one directing this place. What do you do?
I approach him.
You approach him, and as you do, he goes,
Morning. Who are you?
Morning. My name is Azizel, and I'm here with my friend Sindra. We were sent by Father... Can I call him Father? By Darius.
Priest, maybe.
Yeah, by Priest Darius. To aid some of the workers in the mines.
Daddy. All right. So we were sent by Daddy. Anyway, as you say that, he goes,
and exactly how do you intend to help?
I was told that many of the workers here suffer several injuries. And
Whoever told you that is a liar. Our workers are kept in top condition.
We've also came here to meet a friend. He's called Liam.
You are friends with Liam?
Yeah. The priest told us he was a nice guy, and we'd like to talk to him.
Alright, that's more acceptable than coming in here and insulting my business.
I bet you have a nice business. We just want to see Liam and talk to him. Would that be fine?
Well, when you ask so nicely, you know. Sure, I can go call him for you.
Thank you.
Alright.
and as he says that, he moves back and he actually walks into, or is walking into, the mines themselves at this point. Now, as you guys have sort of this moment here now to look around, what are you guys doing?
Whisper to Sindra, thank you.
You're welcome. I don't fucking know what the fuck we were gonna say to Liam, but
yeah.
it was just a thing to an excuse off the top of my head.
Good one.
Perfect. Where exactly are we in the entrance of the mine?
You are like there's sort of this open space in between the two buildings. The building that is to the left and the one to the right, where you see sort of like people walking in and out of. And the mines themselves are like, I would say about like maybe 80 feet away from you forward. In sort of dug into the hill that is like right in front of you. So you're sort of in this, midsection, and there's quite a lot of space for you to walk about and to look around.
I want to see if I can see any of the workers on one of those buildings.
All right, roll a perception check for me, please.
Perception.
Perception, oui, mon ami.
It's an 8.
An 8. Well, you do spot the workers moving about, but you don't see much detail in them or what they're doing. They're wearing pretty sort of like, regular worker clothes. They're like tattered. They have patches. But you don't spot much else. But you do see them sort of walking outside of the building on the left and heading towards the mines as they grab a pickaxe on the way and just put it on their backs and continue moving.
Okay. Can I approach one of them?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to.
All right,
have a
you-
close look at one of them at least.
All right, you go ahead and approach. How do you approach him?
So walking.
What do you say to the fucking worker, Estera?
Hi.
Why are you doing the dad jokes?
Hey.
That's how you approach him. Hey, what's up, man?
Shut up. I want to say, like I'm, normal, not laughing. Hey there, can I ask you a question? Quite discreetly, if you may.
As you say that, he's like walking back and he goes, sure. I'm afraid there's not much someone like me can tell you.
Well, how are people treated here?
Well,
How does the foreman treat you?
you see him sort of like stare at the ground, and he goes, He treats us pretty well. We're paid, we're fed.
How do
Pretty
you know? Are your wounds tended?
We're
Don't
in
lie
top-
to us.
We're in top condition.
We
Don't
can
lie
see
to us.
that you are not in top condition.
And you see him sort of look around. And he grabs onto your hand, Zizi, like very firmly. And you see his face now, as he looks straight into your eyes, and the eye bags he has are just enormous. You see that the skin is pulled tightly against the cheekbones, and his hair. You look at what seemed to be a decent hairline, but it's now sort of like patchy. There's patches of hair that are gone, and it's very poor state. And he grabs your hand very firmly and he goes to you. We are all in top condition.
Okay. I want to whisper something to him and say, you guys should go more to church, meet with Darius and me, and we will probably be able to help you guys and maybe even treat some of you.
He kind of like looks at you and he says, we don't need help. We are in top condition, and we just have our days of work, and then we go back to sleep, as he looks at the building that he just exited. And then we work again, and we are happy that we have earned this freedom. And as he says that, he lets go of your hand and begins walking inside the mines.
Wow.
He's thoroughly asking for your help.
Yeah, these people desperately need help, but we need to come up with a plan to help these people without causing, big of a fuss.
All right.
Let's see if the foreman comes up with Liam.
You need to make up a plan, because I just make a fuss everywhere I go.
True.
All right. It is at this moment that, as you guys are talking and sort of looking around, Sagrin, Tuna, you were just climbing up the stairs with a big ass rock. What's your plan? How are you exiting the building?
I'm gonna get one of the rations bags
Okay.
and place the rock inside.
All right. So you go up to one of the rations bags and you place the rock inside, and it's there on the ground.
Okay. And I'm gonna hid it on one of the corners
Mhm.
where the other bags with the rations are,
Okay.
in hopes that eventually I'll get it out. Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, roll.
I'll just pop my head out of the pocket. Oh my god, Saggy, you are so smart. And go back to inside the pocket.
All right, so I'm going to ask you to roll either survival or you can just roll straight dexterity check. It's up to you.
Straight dexterity.
All right.
Normal. 7.
A 7. You're pretty confident that you hid that shit pretty well.
Okay. Alright.
All right. What do you do now?
Tuna, do you want to go get more rocks?
Sure, I'll go wherever you go. Do you still have the key?
Yeah. I
Let's
do.
go.
Let's go. We'll go down again.
All right. Let's put the brakes on there a little bit. As you guys are finishing hiding your shit outside, I'm gonna need both Syndra and Zizi to roll a perception check for me, please. Holy fucking dick balls. That's a 21. Ooh, and a 14 from Syndra. Not bad, not bad. All right. So, as you guys are sort of looking at the place and waiting for Liam to come, for Liam to exit the mines, you look sort of at the hills and at sort of the surrounding bushes and the trees that are right next to you, not like part of the woods or any of the forests in here, but sort of just some loose trees. And up top on the hills, you notice movement. There's something moving the bushes around, moving the tall grass.
Cece, do you notice that?
I can see something, but I'm not sure what it is.
And
Let's check it out.
just as you guys are saying this, 3 blasts of fire land on your feet as you see jumping from the mines down onto the ground and coming outside of the forest. These tiny creatures, these small creatures. They have sort of a draconic aspect to them with long snouts, almost like tiny lizard people. And you hear them go, "Ah! Attack! Attack the mines!" as they run forward and jump. And I'm gonna need both of you to roll initiative for me, please, as we are about to pop into battle.
Natural 20.
Natural 20
And a
and
natural
a
1.
natural 1.
Wow.
That is pretty great. All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna move you guys to the battlefield so that you guys see what's happening. However, the 2 others that are part of the campaign right now are not in there yet. All right, and we'll deal with that in a little bit. Anyway, let's move towards the map and zoom into the people that matter, and then zoom out to show the little map here. So, all right, natural 20 and natural 1. Let me see what they roll. Okay. Give me a second. So that's ZZ first. That is. So that is. Now. So that's. And. Woo! All right. You see these individuals like walking forward and jumping out with slings with rocks on their hands, and you see them kind of like struggle a little bit to find their bearings with all of this light, as you see them squint their eyes. First, Azizel, it is your turn. What do you wish to do? As they seem to sort of jump out and begin to swarm this place.
You said they were kind of affected by light, right?
They seem to be squinting.
Okay.
Can I ask how many are there?
You don't know that yet.
Okay.
Geez. I want to cast dancing light at them to make them, you know.
Oh, you want to like shine light closer to them to see if you can...
Yeah, to make them like, you know, not hit us.
That is the creative use of this spell. Okay.
Not sure if it will affect them though.
I'm gonna say that you would know this. Dancing Lights is a pretty simple spell like cantrip. It would not have the power to blind them. They don't seem to like... They just seem to be struggling a little bit with the sun, as you see them like all squint their eyes and moving forward. They're not very good at hiding things, but you would know that this would have probably no effect.
So full blast them with Sacred Flame.
All right, you want a Sacred Flame? Who are you Sacred Flaming? You have a few targets like right ahead of you.
I want to go here and blast the orange one.
Blast the orange one. All right, Sacred Flame. It's a dexterity saving throw on him. What does he have to beat? What's your spell save? It's 14, I believe, right? No, 13. Okay, let's see. Natural 20. He succeeds, so he takes no damage. As you pull back your hand, and you see this sort of purplish flame form in ZZ's hand. He moves it forward, and as he clutches the flame, the little sort of kobold creature ducks under in the flame, just bursts above it. All right, you still have a little bit of movement, I believe. As you moved west, what do you wish to do?
I'll just move a bit backwards, so not much.
All right, a little bit backwards. Very well. So now it's the sorcerer's turn. Atop the mines themselves, you see this this creature that he is similar in body structure to the remaining ones. However, this one is sort of using these fake wooden wings to make him look more like a dragon. You see now, like, as all the fuss goes down, that the skin on these kobolds is sort of a greenish tone, and he begins sort of weaving with his hands. And as he looks at you, who attacked, let me see if you're in range. You are. He's going to Scorching Ray you. All right, so that is 3 attacks. So let me confirm, that is 12 plus 4, that is the 16 to hit. Does the 16 hit you?
Yeah.
It hits you. All right, so 16 hits. Then next one is going to be a 10. I believe a 10 does not hit you. An 18 is going to hit, and so 2 of them hit. So that is going to be 2d6, 4d6 actually. You take 15 points of fire damage as these streaking flames fly through the air and hit you, impact on your clothes, almost burning them. You would notice it more, but since they are black, it just looks darker from the burning. But the third one misses and hits the floor. That's going to be his turn. He's going to stay put. And now, next, I was rolling pretty well. Let's see. Next, we have the inventor. What is he gonna do? Okay. You see this other kobold. I can actually ping him as well. This yellow gent here. Oh, whoops, my bad. This yellow gent here to the right. He's holding like a stick with a scorpion at the tip. And in his back, he has like a cage with a skunk in it. And he's wearing a bunch of gadgets on his waist. And he grabs one of these gadgets and he is going to throw it at that gentleman over there, I believe. Because he does not have enough range. Yes. So, he is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And he is going to throw it at this gentleman here that was just grabbing some crates around the place, this worker. That is going to hit. As there are still workers around here. Let me see. So that is going to be D4. Dude! So many dice. Okay. That's a 1. So he throws this flask at someone, and it hits them, and the worker kind of sort of is not affected by the first impact, but as he looks, it just turns on fire as it is exposed to sunlight, and the worker's now like and it trying to extinguish the flame on him, but at least he's still alive, so that's good. All right, next after this guy, there's the regular kobolds. So, nice. Kobold number 1 is going to move right here. Kobold number 2 is going to move right there. Kobold number 3 here. Kobold number 4 is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over there. And there's more. This kobold is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is going to move forward to 30 feet as well. As they are coming down the rocks on the hills of the mines. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over there. Let me remove these tokens out of here so that we don't mistake anything. All right, so Kobold Red is going to throw a sling at one of the gentlemen here. This one is actually not here. As one of the gentlemen there. There are 2 guards currently there sitting. So that is fucking most certainly going to hit that gentleman. With a natural 19. Okay. That's 1d4 again. Plus 2. Ooh, that's a 5. He slings his rock and throws it at the gentleman there, and as it hits the gentleman's head, he falls to the ground unconscious immediately, as he is pretty weakened. So this guy over here is unconscious. This other kobold is going to swing and attack. Actually, no. Is going to grab the dagger and stab the guy on the ground. So that is going to hit. There's going to be a crit. That doubles his hit points. So as he stabs down on him, you see the gentleman on the ground exhale his last breath. Ugh, as the kobold goes, one down. Continuing on, Pink Kobold's gonna attack with a dagger. So that's gonna be this. That's cocked. A natural 1. So as he tries to strike Syndra with a dagger, as he walks up to her running, he goes to stab her, and Syndra just very slowly and very nobly moves to the side, and he just whiffs with the dagger. The other dude, the blue one, is gonna throw the sling at you. Throw the little rock. with a... So that is... I'm gonna assume you have mage armor on as well, since that is something that you cast every morning.
Yeah.
That we discussed about. So that is going to be a... Yeah, action 11. I believe that doesn't hit. So he slings the rock and throws it at you, and you just, as gracefully as you move to dodge the knife, you gracefully dodge the rock as well. Now, green and orange gentlemen are going to strike the guard with their slings. That one's gonna hit, so one hit. Oh my god, I just rolled 2 nat 20s! Holy shit! He's rolling with disadvantage, and he rolled 2 natural 20s. That's sick. I've never done that before in my life. Okay.
And we get fucked.
Or
Well,
guards.
that guard gets fucked. So first one, the first strike that it hits. So that's okay. All right. And then the natural 20. Fuck! I rolled a 1 on the dice. So that's double 2 plus his modifier. What's his modifier? It's 2. Wow. 4 damage in a crit. Alright. So the guard has taken a 2 rocks to the face, but he's like bloodied, but he's still standing. The one on the right, and that is going to end their turn, and it's now the guard's turn. And then it's gonna be yours, Syndra. I'm so sorry. But you rolled a natural 1.
I'm just spectating.
Alright, so the guard that just got hit in the face is gonna run back and hide behind the rock. These other two, seeing the violence and the flames coming out and everything, are also gonna start running back and are going to hide as well. Not throwing a single strike, you just see them run and go, no, I won't die for this shitty fucking town. And they just keep running and hide behind the rocks. All right, now it's your turn, Syndra. Go ahead. What do you wish to do? As you have a kobold sort of like standing right next to you with his sort of greenish, scaly skin going.
Yeah, I don't want to be close to them. So I want to cast Ray of Frost.
All right. You want to cast someone who's far away or someone who's close. If they're close, you will have disadvantage since it is a ranged attack.
Ooh.
You can also move and then cast. You will.
Then I will move first and then
Okay.
cast it.
All right, go ahead and grab your token. You can move 30 feet, which means you can move a total of 6 squares. Go ahead and move your character. The guy next to you is gonna have an attack of opportunity against you, but you might miss. Zoom in. Zoom in.
It's this.
Yes, you can zoom in. You can click the plus on the top right corner and zoom in the back.
Doing that. I think it's like this.
Yeah,
If I'm not wrong.
exactly. You moved.
And then cast Ray of Frost.
All right, go ahead and cast a spell. You can move more, by the way, if you want. And who are you targeting here?
And here.
Okay.
To the pink one.
All right, the one that was previously next to you with his dagger.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and cast the spell. Just click on it and then top right corner, cast on VTT or show on VTT. There you go. Let's see if it hits. It most definitely gonna hit. Click the damage. Go ahead. With a 25. Holy shit.
The mouse.
It's right next to the spell.
Yeah.
That's that's a 1. So you see Syndra run back and slide on the ground. As she turns back, she begins gathering frost around her hands, and as she points it towards the kobold, you see a little snowflake in the form of sort of a ninja star go up to him, and it does sort of hit him in the shoulder, and he goes, "Arr!" And as it does, the frost begins to propagate along his body, and it seems like it freezes up a little bit. He is slowed, and his movement speed reduced to 10 feet, or by 10 feet. All right. Anything else you want to do? You're gonna stay there?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
All right. Now, Tuna and Sagrin, I'm gonna have both of you roll perception checks. Unless you roll a natural 1, I'm pretty sure you might be able to spot this. I just want to see if, by some reason, you...
8 and a 0. Wow.
Oh my god, that's a beautiful day today.
All right.
I mean, you're inside of a pocket, so you know it's a thick cloth, kind of.
It's warm today.
So even like as your ears perk up, Sagrin, you do hear like a fire or like explosions outside and people yelling since they are right next to your building. And even Bob inside of your pockets begins like rustling back and forth. Tuna is just like looking at Bob inside your pockets, but you do hear a commotion outside. Do you alert Tuna to what's happening? It doesn't matter. She's inside your pocket. She'll notice. I'm gonna have both of you roll initiative for me right now, and you will fit into this initiative roll, or this initiative count right now.
8.
All right, so 8 for Sagrin, and you, Tuna. Roll. Have you rolled initiative? You have not. Roll initiative
no.
for me, please.
Initiative, thank you.
Holy fucking cock! Okay, okay, that's gonna
20.
change things a little bit. A 20, dude. All right. Okay, so Hazel 2, then. Okay. You were an 8, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
An 8 for some. All right. So, top of the round. It is your turn, as. What are you going to do, my good friend, now that you are badly hurt?
Okay, first of all, I want to hide.
All right, you want to roll, go behind the rock?
Yeah, like here.
All right. Do you actually like want to hide like a stealth check, or do you want to?
No, I just want to stay in
Okay,
out
cover.
of line of sight
Gotcha.
for the throws, and I want to cast Feel and Let Go on Syndrome.
Holy fuck, you're using it? Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. All right. So you can cast this as an action since the channel divinity of his subclass, which is the melancholy domain, which we have created. I'm going to ask you to tell us what Feel and Let Go does.
Can't I just
You can,
blink it?
yes, but there are people listening.
Okay,
Come
yeah.
on, man, be nice.
So basically, Feel and Let Go denies all damage that an ally of mine would suffer, and I will take half that damage, and I can throw the other half on another target.
All
so
right.
if the target is not a willing creature, it must do a saving throw, and you know.
All right, so you're casting Feel and Let Go on her first, now to prevent the damage that she's taking. All right, so that is your one use of your channel divinity before you short rest. Anything else that you want to do?
Can I choose a target?
Not yet. Whenever she takes damage, you
Okay,
can then
okay.
choose. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I've wasted my action, so I cannot heal myself. So I'll
You
just
cannot.
take it.
Unless you would like to cast a spell as a bonus action. I think you have Healing Word.
True. Yeah, I will do that definitely.
All right, go ahead. You clutch your foot, which is where your symbol is right now. You clutch your foot as the guard is like hiding there, like going, "What the fuck? Are you clutching your foot?" and you see he sees you begin to heal back up as your burn marks on your face and your body begin to slowly regenerate as you are hiding behind this rock, ducking under it along with the guard. You heal for 6 points. It's not bad.
I also want to take a bit of my bandage and you know make a little.
All right, as flavor, I'll allow you to do that. Yes, sir. All right. So that is your turn. Now, Tuna, it's your turn. You're inside, and you're inside Sagrin's pockets, and she's just told you there's shit going down outside. What are you gonna do?
Okay. Oh, so I just look a little bit on the over the pocket, so no one sees me.
You're still inside.
I'm still inside, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just tell to Sagrin. I just ask her, what are you going to do? Are you going to throw anything? Because I can do things to your daggers and stuff.
I don't really know. There's a lot of people. That feels kind of dangerous. I don't know.
Okay. I can hold an action, right?
You can hold an action, yes.
Okay. Okay, I cannot do that.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
There's a lot of people, man. I don't know.
What I'm gonna do? Okay, right now I'm going to cast Mind Sliver to one of them.
Oh, you're gonna hold it until you can cast. Is that what you mean?
No, I'm not going to hold it. I'm going to cast right away.
You can't see him.
I cannot?
No, you're still inside
from
the
a little
building.
hole?
You're still inside the building.
Oh shit. Okay.
You hear
Okay,
like
then,
a bunch of shit, but you're still inside the building.
I'm going then to hold an action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast holding burning hands on a dagger thrown by Sagrin. Sorry.
All right. Fuck yeah, sure. I'll allow it.
So
Whenever she
when-
throws, you.
yeah, I'll
you-
burn
okay.
that shit.
Okay, got it. That's gonna be a bit weird, but let's see. That's a cool combo. I like that. All right. So that's gonna be your turn. You're still inside the pocket.
Yeah.
So after your turn, it is the sorcerer's turn. The kobold sorcerer's turn, who is back up here. Let me see if he's still what range he has on little old Syndra here. 100 feet. All right, so he's out of Scorching Rays, which is good news for you guys. All right. You see him sort of look down at the battlefield and then begins pointing.
That one, the one with the silver hair. She looks stronger.
And as he pulls back his hand, you see fire forming on it, and he throws it as he attacks with a firebolt. What the fucking penis, dude? Come on. I rolled 2 natural 20s and now this shit. That's 9 to hit. So as he throws the firebolt, it just goes over your head. You don't even like need to duck. You just kind of look at it and go past your head. And you see him go like, "I'm fucking stupid fucking son." All right. So that's going to be his turn. He's pissed. Next is going to be the guy that... the little guy with the skunk in his back. I love that little guy. He's going to move forward to the guy who's on fire. Because, of course. And he's going to hit him with his scorpion sting. Or scorpion on a stick is how the thing is called. Okay, all right. That is going definitely to hit. He's just gonna hit, which means that might spell the death of someone. Oh yeah. So. Okay, so you see that kobold sort of more gadgety guy. He begins running and waving his stick in the air, his scorpion on the stick, not his wiener, and he smacks it on top of the citizen there, or the worker there, and the scorpion just latches onto it, the guy, and as it does, it latches straight onto the eye, and he pulls it out, and the guy just falls on the ground, unconscious and on fire. So that's going to be the inventor's turn. And after that, it's still not Sagrin. It's the remaining fucking kobolds. So, this guy's going to move into melee range with Syndra. And this guy is going to move into melee range with Syndra as well. They don't know what flanking is. They're dumb. Now, they are going to... I'm going to need you to keep track of these numbers, ZZ, because whatever numbers happen now or at the end of this damage phase is going to be halved so that you can protect Syndra. All right, so first attack. That is a natural 19, so that is definitely going to hit with a dagger onto Syndra as he the silver hair, and jumps at you with the dagger. That is going to be a fucking 3. So you take 3 points of piercing damage as he stabs you. The other guy with a natural 17 is going to hit. Let's see if he rolls better. And he rolls a 2, which means 4 extra points of piercing damage as he stabs you at the side after you're stabbed by the first guy. Now, these other dudes move towards here and keep range a little bit and are going to load up more rocks onto their slings. They're going to throw them at Syndra. So, let me see. First one. That is 16. 16, does a 16 hit you, Syndra?
Remind me again, how much does the mage armor?
It's
gives
13
up?
plus your dexterity, which means you would have 13 plus 4, which means it is 17. Right? I'm doing math correctly, which means this does not hit you. As the kobold goes ahead and slings a rock and throws it, and it almost hits his friends as they duck around. Ow, what are you throwing that? Next one. Oh, that's a 3. He throws another rock, and he actually sort of really closely almost hits one of the dudes in the face, but it ends up just falling limp on his toe, and he goes, my fucking toe! And that's gonna be their turn. So, all of those damage calculations from those guys. Oh wait, there's still the orange and the green one. My bad. The ones that were closer to the building are also gonna move in and make fools of themselves as they hit, or they try to hit Syndra. So that's 17 on a 1, so that just hits, and the other one misses. So he rotates his sling, throws it at you. I rolled another 1 on the damage. That's 3 damage, 3 points of bludgeoning damage that you take. So all of those are absorbed by Feel and Let Go. As you see the rocks and the stab, and the stabs going into you, Syndra, you see that as the dagger is removed from your body, your wound instantly heals. As the rocks hit your face, it doesn't hurt, and the pain is almost snapped out in an instant. Azizel, if you would like to redirect the damage, who is it going to be?
Please.
Point me towards one of them. Who is it? I'm sorry, I didn't see. Oh, you're not pinging because of the So it's the blue guy.
The one next to Syndra. Yeah.
The blue guy. All right. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. That's funny. You rolled a 9 minus 2. He fails. So what was the damage?
I only counted 7.
That's so fucking ridiculous. So 7 damage, and he takes you take half of that, and he takes half of that, so he takes 3 points of damage. So the blue one, you see now, right in front of you, Syndra, that one kobold that just stabbed you. The same stab wound appears on his body as he goes, "Ah!" and he's now clutching it and bleeding very badly.
Suck it, bitch.
All right. Sure. Okay, so after that, Sagrin, it's your turn.
So we're still inside of the building, right?
Still inside the building. I would say you need about 10 feet of movement to be able to jump outside. As you hear yelling and, on fire! Just outside.
Do we have a window?
Not turned towards the battle, no.
Okay. So, I guess we'll exit.
All right, you exit, you get 10 feet of movement, and you show up. I'm gonna put you where you guys show up, okay? You both show up right there.
Okay.
And just as you turn, first you see one of these sort of small lizard people, or like it almost looks like it's someone cosplaying a dragon. You see them up on the hills. You see one of them with these fake wooden wings, and as you turn to hear the guy screaming because he's on fire, you see another one like full of gadgets and with a cage with a skunk behind his back. What do you do?
Oh god, what the heck is happening here? Okay, so if I threw something to the guy that's up there, would I be able to do it?
Let me see how far he is.
The distance.
Yeah, let me see how far away he is. If he's like 60 feet, I'll allow it. He's just 60 feet.
Oh, okay. So, Tuna, casted a spell that,
She's holding burning hands.
yeah, whatever I throw turns into fire as well, right?
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Why?
Let's see what
Either he
happens.
does not, either he doesn't. It's a rule, right?
We gotta see what happens. Look, there is
Okay.
nothing in the rules that says how do combos work. Burning hands is like a 15-foot. It's a 15-foot cone. Let's see
Okay.
what happens.
So, what I want to do is throw a grease pot that I have on my inventory. Yeah.
Okay.
And I throw it to that guy. And so it latches onto him. Since it's grease, he won't be able to shake it off, and it will be on fire.
All right.
Suck it, bitch.
Let me see. Let me see. Just roll a dexterity check for me, please.
Yeah. Please.
I like combos. This is cool. So, with a 6,
Okay. That one's
you
great.
you grab the pot and you're like baseball throwing this. You're pulling the leg back, aiming very carefully, and as you throw, it's just the limpest throw you've ever seen. It's like you throwing axes, and as
Oh my god.
as it goes like in a wide arch, it falls right on the rocks in front of you, and Tuna jumps out of the pocket momentarily, and with her hands out, she just spews out this cone of fire and ignites the grease pot, and then falls on the rock, and now the rock is just burning, and it's a really big beacon of light in this place, covered in grease and burning.
Oh no, no, no.
Great usage of my grease pot. Yeah.
All right, anything else? You can still move?
I'm thinking what's the best place to hide. If I mean I can't really move much, right? 'Cause we
If
already
I
used-
were a boy. 10 feet. You used 10 feet, so you have 15, I believe, because you have. Or maybe no. Wait, is that halflings or gnomes? Let me confirm. Yeah, you do have 25 feet of movement, so you have 15 left because you have small little halfling legs.
Well, I guess I'll just move here.
That rock is on fire.
Yeah, but maybe since we're like small and all, the fire will be,
Covering us.
covering us, and like the rock is tall enough, I presume, since we're tiny. I'm tiny. She's even tinier.
Sure.
We can stay there,
You don't need to say anything else. I'll
And with
allow
the
it.
smoke,
It's just
with
the top of the
smoke,
rock.
The enemies can't see us very well because the fire.
All right,
smoke,
all right.
trees. Yeah.
And right now I'm out of the pocket, right?
No, you're inside the pocket. You just come out and.
Oh, I'm
down?
And then
oh,
you
okay,
go.
okay.
So are you going to use your bonus action to hide? Is that it, Fish?
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and roll a stealth check. Tuna, you are going to share this stealth check with Sagrin since you are inside her pocket.
Alright.
So,
Okay, so
so it rolled twice, but the first one, we're gonna consider the first roll, okay? Oh no, never mind. Never mind. No, never mind. My bad. It's 24. You're hidden.
24, yeah.
Fuck. My bad. So many numbers. Okay. So you're gonna stay there. That's Sagrin's turn. It's the guard's turn. Whee! That one goes there. Oh, whoops. That one goes here, and that one goes here. As they continue running and completely ignoring all of you guys. Okay. So now that the guard's turn is done, there's a guy on fire here that entered initiative roll because he's on fire. So he's gonna take damage, means he fails 2 death saves. Let me see if he still lives one more turn. He does! He succeeds one of his death saves. That citizen is still alive but burning, and probably if nobody does anything, he will die. Alright. So that brings us to Syndra. You're surrounded by tiny lizard people.
Help.
Campaign with no tank. PogChamp.
Okay. I cast Chaos Bolt.
Alright. At one of the ones are you gonna move out?
Yeah. I wanted to see if I can check which elements they are.
Okay, yeah.
They are weaker to.
So as you look at the greenish coloration of them, let's roll an intelligence check, please. Bow. It's just your intelligence on the little the ones on the top. All right. All right, so you know that they are not weak to any elements, but they are not resistant to anything either. These guys, they seem pretty frail. As you look at them, they look like kind of weak. As you rolled the 16 with no bonuses. Congratulations, bitch.
I'll cast Chaos Bolt on the pink one.
All right, so for you to do that, so that you don't have disadvantage on the roll, since it is a ranged attack as well, you're gonna have to move out of their range. Are you gonna do that?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and move away. Both of them are gonna strike at you with an attack of opportunity. Natural 1 and a 5.
How many can I change?
You can move 30 feet, which means 6 squares. You're surrounded by the kobolds. All right, nice. They both try to stab at you as you move past, but they miss. Go ahead and cast Chaos Bolt at them, please.
It was a 10.
Yeah, let me see some. Oh shit, really? So as you move your hand back and clutching your staff, your hand begins to sort of glow with this darkish, or I should say sort of light blue coloration. And as you pull the hand back with lightning, you throw the Chaos Bolt forward, and it hurls through the battlefield, and the kobold just goes and ducks under it as it passes him completely and hits the rocks behind him. You're rolling like shit, guys.
Yeah,
Really?
not being really lucky.
All right. So I don't think there's anything else you can do right now.
No.
Other than pray to the gods. All right. Back to the top of the round. Zizi, it's you.
Yeah, Zizi's gonna cast a guiding bolt to that bitch on the rock because it's annoying me.
The bitch on the rock?
Yeah.
All right, what's the range on that?
The guiding bolt, 120.
120 feet.
And I'm exactly.
You
100.
are exactly in
know.
range. You can pop out of the rock, climb it up a little bit because the rock is pretty tall. So you can climb up the rock a little bit easily enough and shoot out the guiding bolt at him. Go ahead and roll for the attack. Yeah. 24 hits. All right. Wow. Finally you've hit an attack. So you see Syndra, you see Azazel climb up the rock as he is sort of grabbing his foot. And you think it's kind of weird the way he's doing this. And as he grabs the foot, you see the foot begins to glow with this sort of dark purple energy, and it shifts around his body through his heart as his eyes flash purple. And he extends his hand out, and the purple energy all conglomerates at his palm, firing a giant bolt of energy. As radiant energy fires towards that guy in the rocks. And you guys, Tuna and Sagrin, just see this bolt of radiance flash through the battlefield and hit the sorcerer, the kobold sorcerer, up on top of the rock as it falls back dead from it. These are kobolds, they're very weak. Please hit attacks, thank you. All right, so that's gonna be your turn.
I'm gonna move to wait, to this side.
All right, go ahead. You still have a little bit of movement.
Yeah.
Okay. You see the guy burning as well.
Which guy?
This dude over here. He's burning on fire and he's unconscious.
Okay, good for him. Like, I have Syndra, which is more important for me. I know
Alright.
I should have, but I need to save spells.
Of course. I'm just saying that he's there. You know, innocent, has
Chill.
nothing to do with this. Guy probably doesn't have any spells, any powers, and he's on fire in the ground. Okay. Anyway, I'm just trying to make you feel bad. Don't worry. Anyway, Tuna, it is your turn now. Now you see the full battlefield, and you see that the sorcerer is also dead, up on the rock. What are you gonna do?
Okay, since we are in stealth mode, right?
Yeah,
no one
you are-
sees us.
Well, yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. Even
Okay,
though
so
there's
I'm
a giant
going to-
fire behind you.
He's like, no, shush. I'm going to come out of the pocket.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast magic missiles
Okay.
on the ones that are closer to Syndra.
Oh, all right. So you have at what level are you casting this?
Level 1.
All right. So you have, I believe, three missiles. Where are you aiming them?
I was going to ask if I can aim one of them to each.
Yeah, you can. You can aim the three at different targets, and they all hit automatically. So you just need to roll the damage.
Cool. Okay then. I'm going to cast them to the pink one, orange one, and green one.
What's the range on it?
120. So I'm there.
All
Yeah,
right.
okay.
Fuck you. Yeah.
I did my research.
I'm just kidding. I knew the range.
Okay. So this, I think it's this one, right?
Yeah. Just roll the d4 3 times.
Oh.
Yeah.
think
Go
so.
ahead. Yeah, you did. You're doing it right. Roll another one.
Okay.
All right, and another one. All right, so first one goes to green guy, second one goes to orange guy, and then the third one goes to pink guy, right?
Yeah. 4, 2, 4, 4. Yeah.
All right, so as it would be an interesting sight for the gentleman who is currently on fire on the ground to see, but he is in fact on the ground on fire, so he will see shit. As Tuna pops out of the pocket, and outside of pretty much Sagrin's sort of like tummy area, you see a little arm extend itself, and 4 missiles just whoosh through the air. So that was 2 on the green guy. So as it hits his back, he goes, and he seems pretty hurt. Then the other 2, as they fly up and then down straight at their targets, they just pierce them straight on the throat, exploding the throat from inside out. And this guy is dead, and this guy is dead as well. with the magic missiles. Congratulations, good job. Those are your first kills. All right, anything else you want to do? You're going to remain in the pocket?
Yeah, I'm going to remain in the pocket.
All right, you remain in the pocket, the magical pocket that shoots magic missiles.
Yes.
All right, so after that, the sorcerer is dead. There's this guy, the inventor, and he's just like, he looks at the guy on the fire and he goes, and he moves to the other guy who's next to him in shock. Well, actually, he would have moved a little bit further because, you know, I forgot this guy had a turn. My bad. Sorry, guy. Wait, sorry myself. Anyway, he moves a little bit forward and he's going to throw a dagger at him. Beady, beady. That's going to hit. Yikes. Oh, I rolled max damage. He throws the dagger at the guy is running. He throws the dagger, just sticks it up his back, and the guy goes, oh, and falls face first into the ground with a dagger on his back. All right. So that guy is on the ground unconscious as well. Right next to you is ZZ. You just see a man, as you were hiding behind this rock, the man is running past you. You just see him slide on the ground with a dagger in his back. Just face full of dirt, all scratched now. All right, so that's their turn. Now it's the other ones, the regular ones. And as they see the other two kind of get absolutely destroyed by the magic missiles, they go, oh, he's dead! He's dead! Raz is dead! Run! Run now! And they're gonna begin running. So, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, what? I'm so 10, yeah. That's 60 feet here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60 as they begin running full speed. Okay. This guy's gonna be up to there. All right, and they begin running past the dirt on the ground and everything, like stumbling on the gravel and trying to manage to not, you know, not fall face first into the ground as well as they begin their escape. The other guy is just clueless, throwing daggers at the innocent. All right, so that's gonna be their turn. Sagrin, it's your turn. Magic pockets.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to do a stealth attack.
You want a sneak attack? You are,
attack.
yeah. They're not aware of you, as much as they were aware. They are aware of the fire in the rock. They just saw missiles like flying out of this big fire and smoke that is in that region, and they don't exactly know where you are. So if you want to, you're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to move and throw a dagger at one of them.
But it's not to those, it's to the yellow one.
Yeah, the yellow one. All right, let me see if you're in range. If you're in range, you might not even need to move. You are within 60 feet. You can throw it, I believe. But let me see if let me see something. Let me confirm. So a dagger. A dagger has 60 feet range. Yep. Okay, so since you are hidden, you do have advantage on the attack roll. But since he is 60 feet from you right now, which is the or within this this little range, no, you do have advantage because he's not 60, he's 45. Yeah, you have advantage on the attack. Go ahead.
Okay. So
Go ahead and roll with advantage. Yeah. I'm sorry. Confusion with the rules.
Normal to hit.
No, advantage.
Advantage to hit.
Yeah.
An 18.
All right, that hits. Go ahead and roll the damage along with the sneaker attack. Snickers.
Do I do normal or advantage?
Yeah, normal. The sneak attack is normal.
Oh, do I I use the sneak attack. Oh, okay, okay.
It's gonna roll the damage automatically. It's going to roll the damage
But
automatically.
I didn't press the sneak attack.
It doesn't matter. It will add it.
Okay.
It will add it. Holy fucking penis balls. That's a 17, right? 17 damage total with the dagger plus the sneak attack. So, out of the smoke, the magic pocketed demon hops out and throws a dagger at the back of the dude with the cage. He has a skunk in the cage, and the dagger just goes through the little holes in the cage, goes through the skunk, and hits him in the back as you just hear him go and falls to the ground dead as well. All right, so that guy's pretty dead. Okay. Anything else? You want to move?
No, I think we're fine here.
Are you gonna?
Sworn. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna continue next to the fire and the smoke.
Yeah.
All right, sure. Sure. Let's say that it doesn't burn you. It's the first day. All right. So next up, we have got the guards. They are gonna continue running. So let's skip to Syndra. Syndra, you now see these little lizard people just run off the battlefield. They're beginning to run, but they're, still within your range. What are you doing?
I'm gonna do a firebolt on one of them.
Fireball on one of them. On the blue one, the red one.
Pretty sure the green one was the one who was damaged, so that one.
Both the
To
blue
make sure
and the
he
green.
dies.
Both the blue and the green are damaged. You can choose one or the other.
The green one.
All right, green one. Go ahead and roll for an attack. Yeah, that hits. You can roll damage. 18. Holy poopy. Okay, so as that guy is just running and you just hear him groveling, you once again clutching your staff. On the other hand, fire begins to encircle it, and as you just point at it, kind of finger gun style, you shoot it, and the firebolt flies through the air, hitting it straight in the jaw and destroying his face completely, burning it and singeing it as the skin evaporates pretty much and melts off the bone, and he falls to the ground dead as well. He didn't even need to be damaged. The guy would have died anyway. All right, 5 damage is enough to kill that guy. Do you want to move? Do anything else?
I'm gonna move a little bit to there.
All right, just yeah, you were with the ruler tool.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, good job. Okay, so that's going to end your turn. Azizel, it is your turn. You see them running. Oh no, wait, my bad. The guy is on the ground on fire. He's dead.
Which one? The blue one?
The blue one is dead. The other guy has a stab wound. He needs to roll a death save. I'm giving death saves to these guys. He fails. He fails one death save. But he's still unconscious on the ground, bleeding out. All right, Az, it is your turn now.
It's easy. But okay. I'll just move near him and heal him.
All right, you duck out of the rocks and you're going to heal this gentleman on the ground with a dagger in his back. You remove the dagger and what do you cast?
Cure wounds.
Cure wounds at what level?
1.
First level. All right, go ahead and roll the dice as you touch. Where do you touch him?
His heart.
All right, you turn him around and touch his heart. Gotcha.
But I also remove one of my bindings.
And you do it at the same time. Got it. 9 health back as he comes back to life with his wound sealing. Thank you. All right. Anything else?
No, I'll just move a bit here and to watch the scene. What's happening, and that's all.
All right. Next up, Tiny Fairy. Tuna, it is your turn. Now, you see them running away from you full speed as you pop out of the pocket. Are you going to let them run? What are you going to do?
What do I do, Sagi? Do I let them run?
Do you want to do something?
No.
Then we'll just chill here. It's fine.
Okay,
All right.
I'll do nothing.
All right, you'll do nothing. Okay, Tuna does nothing. It is the kobolds' turn. They are going to once again run at full 60 feet speed away from you guys into the forest. At this point, they would be considered outside of your combat range because you will not be able to see them. I will ask you this, since Syndra was maniacally killing them as they ran, are you going to chase them, or are you gonna let the poor things go?
Let the poor things go.
You're gonna let them go, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Own will.
You know, we all play D&D to satisfy our murderous needs. It is perfectly normal. All right. So, as there is a rock on fire in the middle of the battlefield with this grossly smelling smoke of it just smells like, you know, when you're frying shit, it smells like oil. As that happens, as the fire is burning, and you see the kobolds in the distance running away, and Tuna pops back up in the pocket. Azizel moves forward to see if anybody needs help. You see, walking outside of the mines as we are pulled out of combat, you see walking outside of the mines George, the foreman, accompanied by a man at his side. And as they both sort of walk out, and the guy is carrying a pickaxe, they just stare at everything, and the dude drops the pickaxe, and George just goes,
Fucking top condition workplace.
And that's where we're going to end the first episode of Campaign 1 of Idas. You did it! You survived! It looked close for a minute, but you guys did it!
I want to get my dagger back.
Okay, let's say you go and grab your dagger back after you hop out of the smoke. But good job, you guys did it! You survived the first day! Woo!
Yay, I almost got gangbanged.
No. You were fine. They're just kobolds.
Fine, they were just
fine.
6 surrounding me.
Well, look,
Fine.
we knew that going into this, you guys had no tank. And I could have, what I could have done in the first session was not scare you, but I decided that I would. So here we are.
Thank you.
It
Hey, I
works.
got you.
I was the bait.
All right, so guys, I'm gonna ask you, what your thoughts are. Did you enjoy it? How did you have fun? Did you like it?
A lot.
All right, that's good to know. I know that that nice was so fucking weird, Mizzy.
Looking forward for the next Saturday.
Wow, thank you. What a very marketable sentence you just blurted out. But yeah, this was pretty much the introductory session, so obviously not much was going to move. But yeah, that throw, by the way, Fish, and Mizzy, that was pretty funny. That was gonna be good. That was gonna be pretty.
Sucked. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That was gonna be good. I like that. I like that spirit. Anyway, so before we leave, and we leave chat and we end the session, I would like to remind you guys that this episode will be uploaded on YouTube. You can find the YouTube channel on the chat. The link will be there. And whenever we upload it on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and the podcast platforms, we'll provide you the links for that as well. And you can find our links in the description of those shows, hopefully as well. So this will be uploaded, I hope, on Monday. If everything goes well, it will. I will in fact upload it on Monday. I was just saying this for dramatic purpose, but we are no longer in session, so it doesn't matter. And you guys can check it out there if you missed any little bits. The VOD is also going to be available on twitch.tv/unpopular_onion if you prefer to watch it on Twitch as a VOD as well. Yes, chat, everybody, all of you are on YouTube. Good job. Congratulations. Clap for chat. They're on YouTube. They're on YouTube.
You made it. You made it, chat.
Congratulations, chat. You guys are great. Pet chat. All right. But yeah, other than that, I believe we are done. Do not forget that the next episode will be streamed Saturday at 9:30 p.m. GMT+1 or 8:30 p.m. Western European time. We will be here once again with all of you guys, enjoying this fantastic world. Wow, I just patted myself in the back. Enjoying the world of Idus. Whatever. But yeah, that is all. That's all been said. My fellow members of the cast, if you would like to once again shout out your channels and what you do, please go ahead. Starting with trained professional Fish, go ahead.
Yes, I'm on Twitch. Thank you. Bye.
Twitch.tv/yourmother is a fish. It's literally that. There's no spaces. It's weird. All right, next up, Estera, do you wish to say anything?
Twitter, Insta, whatever. I don't
Okay.
stream.
All right. At VFX Animatrix on Twitter, you'll find the remaining links there. Mizzy, please, your turn.
I'm Easy Peasy. I stream on twitch.tv/Mizzy Peasy.
All right, Mizzy Peasy, that is MIZZIE and then Peasy. PEASY. I'm spelling champion. And finally, Witch, your turn. Go ahead.
If you want to see me suffering on League of Legends, you know where to find me.
Twitch.tv/witch_summer.
Yay!
All right. Thank you guys so very much for watching, listening, eating while listening or watching or doing other stuff. We don't know what you guys are doing. And thank you to the cast for playing. For Twitch chat, their links are going to be displayed now in the chat as well, so that you guys can click them and go ahead and follow. We all, once again, would like to tell you that we appreciate you very much. You're all pretty amazing and have moderately sized wieners. Thank you.
True.
And holy shit, Chris, okay, thank you, Chris, for the sub. I forgot to say that. Thank you. Now somebody is going to be on Google Podcasts listening to thanks for the subs and going to be confused,
I
but
didn't
whatever.
dodge it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. I was so focused. Yep, that's the appropriate reaction. And anyway, bye, guys, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.